Hi, this is a demo for the Flourish app. So right here on the home screen, you can see Sunnie. This is our science-based well-being buddy. So we're going to imagine that I'm a student who's feeling really overwhelmed with all of my classes. So let's go ahead and click on Chat with Sunnie to start a conversation. And Sunnie is asking me about how I am. And let's say I share with Sunnie that I'm trying to study for my exam tomorrow, but I'm having a hard time staying focused. So then Sunnie will respond with some emotional support first, and then providing a scientific insight about what might be going on to help me understand. And at the end, it asks me if I want a suggestion. So let's say I do. And it will suggest a Pomodoro technique. So let's say that I'm willing to give it a try. And right here in the chat, it'll provide me with that timer here. So I'm going to click on the arrow and click on Let's Go. So let's say here I input the task of study chapter 1 in the textbook. And let's say 25 minutes goes by and I finish this task. So now I can go ahead and click on finish. And it takes me back to the chat where Sunnie helps me celebrate the fact that I was able to do that. So here, and by the way, if you prefer to talk to Sunnie directly, there is a voice feature here. So click on the microphone here and you can talk to Sunnie without typing or reading the responses. But in any case, let's say I'm happy with how this went, so I'm ready to exit the chat here. And this will produce this really helpful summary card, basically going over what we just talked about, highlighting the awareness of how I felt, the knowledge that was surfaced, and the tips. That is, like, what action did I take? So let's say that sounds good. And then importantly, we have a series of different badges to help the students celebrate their progress. So for example, here I got an engagement badge because I engaged with the study material using Pomodoro. I also received an accomplishment badge, again, celebrating the fact that I managed to study. So once I'm done with that, that takes me back to the home page. And you can see that now this conversation has turned into a moment titled Effective Exam Study Strategies. And now I have access to it anytime on my homepage to remind myself of the insights I gained here. And for whatever reason, if I want to delete the history of this conversation, I can by clicking on delete here. Okay, so another thing I want to point out here is on the home page at the top, we have these 3 quick access buttons for various tools. So the first one here is the mood check-in. It's all about gaining emotional awareness and, if necessary, engaging in emotion regulation. We also have this focus button, which is what we just saw together. That's the Pomodoro timer for studying. And then we have this relax button, and here it gives you access to breathing exercises. But beyond that, there's also an entire toolkit of activities that are science-based. So here you can see all the different categories and the different kinds of activities that students have access to. And next, if I go to my community, I can see that my Flourish buddy, Xuan, chose to share these activities with me. So Xuan engaged in a breathing exercise, shared a beautiful moment. If I toggle over to the World channel, then here I can see other students who have chosen to share their Flourish activities. And finally, we have this Insights tab. This is where I can go to track and understand the different components of my well-being. So here you can see this is the Flourish score with all the different, the 8 separate components. And I see, previous Flourish scores as well to see how it's changed over time. And for each one, I can view a more detailed report. And this is going to tell me what's working well, so strengths and opportunities, and then areas for improvement, which we call themes to focus on. Okay, and if we scroll down, we have our badges, again, really celebrating every step that we take towards our well-being, and some numbers around how we've been using the app. And in addition to this daily record here, we have a weekly report, which is really nice. At the end of the week, we get this summary of how our week went. So not only do we get this kind of visualization of our mood across the week, but we also get these themes that popped up when we were happy or unhappy, and we break down each component of our well-being, as you can see, for example, relationship and meaning and so on. So these are the insights here, and with these new insights, I can see how the small, consistent actions that I've been taking have been helping with my well-being.